blocked it, I guess. Oh, he's stuck. He's stuck. Hello, it's Average Bro, and welcome back to Mass Effect 1 Legendary Edition. Guys, that is the last time I'm gonna say that specific intro, because this is the final episode of my first ever playthrough of Mass Effect 1 Legendary Edition, and I could not be more hyped. You guys already know, Jane Shepard, the Paragon Vanguard, has been doing work in this galaxy, kept Saren on his toes, and we just finished Vermeer, had to sacrifice Kaidan, rest in peace my man, and yeah, we're gonna be talking to our crew here, kind of like our pre-endgame conversation. Really the last time we're gonna be going around the Normandy and catching up with our crew, see if they have anything else to say. So, let's do this, guys.
Aw, damn it, no sign of pursuit? I was hoping the Council would send some ships after us. I was looking forward to putting the Normandy through her paces. Figured I'd get to see what this ship can really do.
Saren's still out there. Maybe we'll get a chance to play hide and seek with Sovereign.
You know, it doesn't seem like much fun when you say it, Commander. So you need something?
I have to go.
Alright, see ya.
Yeah, we just escaped from the Citadel, thanks to Captain Anderson. So yeah, I'm really excited. We're going to be heading to Ilos and then coming back to the Citadel, and that's going to be it. Wait, hold on. I think Navigator Presley might have something to say.
Can't believe we stole the Normandy. I know we'll all be court-martialed if this doesn't work out, but part of me loves this.
There you go, buddy. There you go. That's the last time we'll be talking to him while we're in control. I think his last line is during the cutscene while entering Ilos, I think. Yeah, let's see what Liara has to say. Or Dr. Chakwas, I guess.
It's strange, being a fugitive from the Alliance. This crew has sacrificed everything for you, Shepard. Don't let us down.
I won't. I won't.
This will all be over soon, Shepard. One way or another.
Wow. Very ominous from Liara. Forgot that that's all she says. Okay. I mean, she's right, though. It's gonna end with Saren on the floor, disintegrating, after we've killed his Reaper form. Adams, what you got to say?
Heard we're headed into the Terminus systems, Commander. Don't worry, ma'am. The Normandy's a hell of a ship. She'll get us through this.
I'm really glad that Engineer Adams survives and he comes back in Mass Effect 3. Just him, Tali, and Donnelly, and oh my gosh, what's her name?
On the run. Very exciting, Shepard. I wonder what the Council would do to us if we got caught.
Gabby. Ken and Gabby. Yeah, when they're all in the engineering deck, it's such a good time.
Your father probably has some political pull, right? He wouldn't let them throw his little girl in jail.
You don't know my father. Stealing ships is a capital offense among my people. He'd probably want to execute us himself.
The Normandy's the best ship in the fleet. They'll never catch us.
I hope you're right.
I should go.
Yep, so it seems like everyone kind of has like a final comment, because this is the end. Really, this is the end. I'm pretty sure like after we're done and we enter the galaxy map, that's when you'd have a romance scene if you had a romance that didn't get blown up in a nuclear explosion.
Risky stuff. But I'm right behind you, Shepard. It's the least I can do.
I think he has a different comment if you didn't do Rex family armor.
Everyone else thinks I'm crazy.
Sometimes crazy is the best way to go. I just hope they don't catch us before we get our hands on Saren.
You and me both.
He'll get us through, Shepard.
That's right.
So long, Rex.
Shepard.
I love you, Rex. I love you.
I can't believe we stole the Normandy. After everything you told me, it seems a bit extreme, don't you think?
So long.
Stealing
Come
the
on.
Normandy's a trivial risk compared to the threat of Saren.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. If you're wrong, we'll pay for it. But if you're right and we did nothing, I think we'd regret it a whole lot more. I just hope we can catch Saren before they realize we're missing.
We'll catch him. Just be ready when we do.
Yes, Commander.
Alright. Last but not least, we got Ashley.
Commander?
Do you have a few
Oh wait,
minutes to
no,
talk?
we've had our conversation already.
I should get back to my duty, Skipper. We've got a hard fight ahead.
Yeah.
Fleets of AI dreadnoughts.
This comment becomes available after Vermeer, for some reason.
That's what pisses me off.
I think it's because,
Back.
maybe it's because, you know, some people don't, she's not around for some people, so they didn't, have an update, maybe. Okay, but that's it, and off screen, I already upgraded our team. We are looking really good, guys. Like, our assault rifle, which I haven't been upgrading, is 370 damage, because the pulse rifle is just really good. But we got our Spectre weapons. It's really good, guys. It's really good. So, we're ready to beat this game. Alright, opening the galaxy map for the final time in Mass Effect 1. Bye-bye, Citadel. We'll be back shortly. I took a little side trip to Ilos, though. Yep, so none of these planets here had any rare earths to find, so unfortunately we did not finish the UNC Valuable Minerals side mission. Unfortunately. We had plenty of extras for the other ones, but they just didn't want to give us that last one, so I could probably, like, I know for a fact I probably missed some here and there, but I'm not gonna bother hunting, guys. We're ready to beat this game. Let's go to Ilos. In the golden age of the Protheans, Ilos was a verdant world, dotted with the spires and arches of magnificent cities. Even casual observation shows this is no longer the case. Ilos has been devastated by means unknown, its entire surface changed to the color of rust. The atmosphere shows heightened levels of oxygen. Wildfires, presumably ignited by lightning strikes, can be seen burning on the dark side. This indicates that most, if not all, respirating animal life forms have died off. There it is, the Mu Relay. Thank you, Rachni Queen. And Benezia, I guess. I guess a combination of both of them on Novera helped us find this place. Saren's posted up here. Pretty sure we get in undetected because of our stealth drives.
Commander? We've got company.
Have their sensors picked us up yet?
Well, stealth systems are engaged. Unless we get close enough for a visual, they won't have any idea we're here.
Picking up some strange readings from the planet's surface.
Take us down, Joker.
I wish he was
Lock in on
sitting
the
down,
coordinates.
but they didn't feel like animating
Negative
him
on that,
and
Commander. The
seated,
nearest landing
you know?
zone's 2 clicks away.
We'll never make it in time on foot. Get us something closer.
There is nowhere closer. I've looked.
Drop us in the Mako.
You need at least 100 meters of open terrain to pull off a drop like that. The most I can find near Saren is 20.
20 meters? No way we can make a drop in there.
We have to try.
Find another landing zone.
There is no other landing zone.
The descent angle's too steep.
It's our only option.
It's not an option. It's a suicide run. We don't...
I can do it.
Joker,
I can do it.
gear up and
Let's
head
go,
down
Joker.
to the Mako. Joker, drop us right on top of that bastard.
Okay, this is the big decision. Rest in peace, Caden, by the way. But you don't really know it at the time, your first time playing it. This is your last time you get to select a squad. And I feel like most people, I would bet, bring Garrus for sure. It's a combination of either Garrus with Rex or Tally, I feel most people bring. But here's the thing. I don't prefer bringing either of them. Any of them. So I bring Liara and Ashley. One reason being, you know, their contentious relationship, you know, is a common thread throughout this story, and kind of bringing them together, having them work together with you on the final mission kind of, you know, bookends that pretty nicely in my opinion. Also, Garrus and Tally, we still see enough of them, you know, in Mass Effect 2 and 3. You know what I mean? So I kind of sidelined them because this is the last time that some of these characters will be available for a while, right? It's the last time we have Rex, so like Rex is also a popular pick. So I had to pick 2 out of those 3. I think Liara is an easy pick for me because a lot of times I'm romancing her or something, so I like bringing the romance option. On top of that, you know, Saren took her mother away from her. You know what I mean? I feel like Liara would want to be there. And on top of that, we're going to Ilos. It's the Prothean planet. And we have our Prothean expert. So I feel like Liara is an easy choice. So then it's between Rex or Ashley. And I just take Ashley because you barely see her in Mass Effect 2. You don't see Rex that much, but he's still involved. You know what I mean? In Mass Effect 2. And then in Mass Effect 3, he's very much involved. I feel like Ashley, you know, you want to use her as much as possible. And she's going to want to redeem herself after, you know, having that survivor's guilt from surviving Vermeer. You know what I mean? So all those reasons is why I take these two. So we're going to go ahead and move forward with them. Now, there was actually a bug in the original version, if you had a really good processor, that caused all the figures to be black, blocky blobs. I mentioned that previously on Noveria. It's the same bug. It happened on Noveria during that part by Rift Station, and then it also happened here on Ilos. And there was a fix for it, but it ruined the graphics settings, you know, so obviously that they wouldn't leave something like that, so I'm glad they fixed that. And we can appreciate Ilos in all of its glory.
Saren finds the conduit. There is no way we're getting past that door with brute force.
Saren found a way to open it. There must be some kind of security override somewhere in this complex.
We will have to find some way to get it up and running again.
Okay, we are on Ilos, guys. This is it. Ashley and Liara are juiced up as well. I was able to get my hands on obviously a Master Gear weapon, assault rifle for Ashley, right? And I only ever have her on the assault rifle. And Liara, I also have her use the assault rifle, and I was able to get another Master Gear assault rifle. So we all have Master Gear weapons, really good armor and protection and whatnot. Like, Ashley's armor is better than mine. You know what I mean? So I don't know, guys. We're ready. We're gonna smoke this. I'm pretty confident. This level is honestly nothing to scoff at, though. Like, they literally just throw 2 armatures right in front of us that we'll have to deal with. But I think the key for me is kind of getting close. Close enough that I can damage it with my shotgun. Oh, came flying my way. Oh, my teammates looking. Okay, I'm gonna peek here to get my warp off, and I'm gonna hide behind cover. Okay, we're gonna smoke this. I'm pretty confident. Well, I was definitely playing fast and loose with the basic rules of Mass Effect. Just do not get that close to an armature. But I was trying to do as much damage as I possibly could. This could be a problem, big guys. Like, this is pretty tough. But again, I'm still confident. We are as prepared as we can be. This is the culmination of all of our work in this playthrough. And I think we've definitely put in a good shift, so we should be ready to tackle anything. It doesn't necessarily mean we won't die ever, but this might be tough. Oh my god. Okay. You know what? I'm gonna send my teammates this way. I think we're a little bit too bunched up. Ashley would care to. Oh my god, she's just taking it on, David and Goliath style. There we go. That's what I needed more of last time. We needed more biotics on it. Just melt it, guys. Melt it. Yes. Yes, master weapons. So Ilos is pretty linear compared to the other main story missions. Not sure why they did that, but there's not really much to explore at this point in the story. We have a mission and we have to do it, or else the galaxy is over. So I guess that's why my team didn't regroup with me. Let's bury her up. I'm honestly just hoping my teammate takes care of these hoppers. So I cannot hit them at all. Oh unless they're lifted by Liara, apparently. Got an autosave. Okay, cool. Yeah, we won't be able to unlock too many things, but that is not that much of a problem. Because again, we don't really need it at this point. I mean, it'd still be valuable if we were planning on, you know, doing a second playthrough of this game, like a continuation of this, like New Game Plus or whatever, but I'm planning on moving right on to the sequel after I beat this one. So that bottom area is completely optional, I think. But I just wanted to make sure I clear out all the enemies. But that is the first area done, I believe. We are going to be coming up the other side of this elevator here, I think. Or that's the elevator we go down. I'm not quite sure, but as you can see, it's not working right now. So we have to basically fight our way to a power console and turn on the power so that we can get into the elevator. Light human armor, Titan X. I actually am gonna check out whatever we do pick up. Alright, that pistol is terrible. Whoops. Let's go ahead and check out that armor. It does not look significantly better. Yeah, it's not better. The shield taking that huge hit is the reason why this mercenary armor is still better. So we'll just keep on moving here. I think this just loops around to another side. Now let's take out our pistol. Good to get the right one. My pistol is still crazy good. It just doesn't overheat at all. Alright. Melted all of them. Oh, I don't know why I just healed there. Pressed the wrong button. It's so satisfying killing like the annoying enemies in one shot if I'm up close. Or just having my teammates melt them like crazy. I do remember now what we do. We fight to the power junction, turn it on, and we come up that elevator, I believe. Because then we have to hop in the Mako and then fight to Vigil, the Prothean VI that tells us what we need to do to save the galaxy,
This place
essentially.
still has power. It must be running off its own generator.
This must be the command center for the entire complex. Saren's troops must have sealed the doors from here after he went inside. We will have to figure out how to disengage the security lockdown if we ever want to get inside that bunker.
This fight's pretty tough. There's like little turrets you can turn on and hack if you have the tech, but we do not, so I'm not even gonna worry about it. Alright, instantly killed that guy. I'm gonna move away from my teammates. Liara got murked. This Juggernaut or whatever is murking all of my teammates. Actually, go over there. Alright, definitely a unity time. Dude, my little shimmy just kept me alive there. Come on, guys. Do I have them on... No, I don't have them on defensive only. Yeah, I'm gonna need you guys to start using your powers a bit more. I know, Ashley, you don't really have powers, but you can still use, like, Marksman and... well, I guess she's on... What's it called? Overkill. Okay. I think that's maybe the first time, maybe second time, that we've had to use Unity in this playthrough. And I expect nothing less from the second to last level. Yeah, just all these lockers here that are going to be way too difficult for us to open. We're going to go head up here. Talk to our first VI. Not really understand it though.
Come, Saren already has a head start. We have to go find him before he reaches the conduit.
Unless he's already found it. Then we're just walking into a trap.
That is a chance we will have to take.
Hold on. Something's happening.
Too late. Unable to... Invading fleets. No escape.
Sounds like
so cool, like
message,
hearing.
But I don't recognize the language.
Hearing Protheans speak for the
this
first
recording
time.
Must be 50,000 years old. No wonder we cannot understand it.
Just this species that has only been spoken of, we can actually hear speak for the first time.
The message is all broken up, but I recognize some of the words. It's a warning against the Reaper invasion.
Of course. Between the beacons and the cipher, an understanding of the Prothean language would have been transferred into your mind.
Not safe. Seek refuge inside the archives.
What's it saying? Can you make out anything useful?
Nope.
Fought Reapers. The Citadel.
Just a doomsday message, basically.
Only hope. Act of desperation. The conduit. All is lost.
Really cool. That second voice always reminds me of like a World War II. Like it sounds like like a radio operator in World War II for some reason to me.
It said something about the conduit, but it's too degraded to help.
If you've played with Javik in Mass Effect 3, you'll know that the way the Protheans were defeated so easily is because the Reapers were able to do to them what we right now are stopping them doing to us, basically, if that makes sense. Javik says that the Reapers hit the Citadel instantaneously, which was the hub of their entire culture. It's the hub of any culture that develops along the paths that the Reapers desire, that the Reapers lay out, right? It's all part of their master plan. Because if you hit at the center of the culture, you know, you're basically done. I'm not a war historian or expert or anything like that, but I do remember learning about, you know, certain cities falling that basically just cascaded and had a ripple effect, you know, on the rest of the country or rest of the civilization. You know what I mean? And that's no different in the Milky Way galaxy. The Citadel, because the civilizations will always develop in a way that the Citadel is the center of everything. The Reapers have set up a basically like a secret ambush plan that they do every single time they hit the Citadel first,
but I never dreamed
and then it's all just so easy from there.
This bunker might have been the last refuge of their entire species. Just imagine what mysteries it might hold. Imagine what secrets it might reveal.
Hey, try to remember why we're here. Saren, the conduit, the fate of the entire known galaxy.
I am sorry. I was swept up in the moment. I just hope we have the opportunity to study this place in detail after this is done.
I thought Saren would have set some kind of trap or ambush for us. He must have been in too much of a hurry.
Or we just have yet to run into it.
You can start hearing the main theme, or the main menu theme in the background as we approach Vigil. It's very faint though, like the Mako's tires might drown it out. I loved Ilos. It's my favorite level in the entire game, in the entire Mass Effect 1 story, just because the atmosphere is just different. You know, these are all every like little glowy oval you see, that's a pod that holds a dead Prothean. Like the Protheans are right around us. You know what I mean?
What are those things on the wall? Some kind of containers?
They look like stasis pods. The Protheans probably tried to keep themselves alive through cryogenic freezing. Something must have gone wrong. This bunker became their tomb. The pods are dead as well as anyone inside.
All of them? There must be hundreds of those pods. What was Saren expecting to find here? There's nothing left but corpses.
And what the crazy thing is, I'm almost 100% certain on this. The pod that you find... Oh god, we just got hit by a rocket. The pod that you find Javik in Mass Effect 3 looks just like these pods here, but it's on Eden Prime, it's not here. I would have loved to come back to Ilos to find Javik, but I think that kind of would have contradicted with some of the things you learn in this level, and you learn that like all the pods here are done for because the power just ran out. You know, only basic functions of this station here remain operable. You know, everything else is just, especially life pods, it just all ran out of power. So that definitely would have contradicted with, oh, but Javik's happened to be kept alive, you know, but I'm just glad we got to go back to an old planet anyway with Eden Prime, so. Alright, autosave. You know what that means.
It's a trap! Saren must have set an ambush.
I do not think Saren is behind this.
Another one of the most iconic moments in the entire trilogy is right down this elevator.
I have studied the Protheans for decades, but I have never felt this sense of foreboding. What will we find down there?
I'm not putting faith in anybody being on our side. Not anymore.
Hello, Vigil.
You are not Prothean, but you are not machine either. This eventuality was one of many that was anticipated. This is why we sent our warning through the beacons.
Looks like some kind of VI program. Pretty badly damaged.
I do not sense the taint of indoctrination upon any of you. Unlike the other that passed recently. Perhaps there is still hope.
Another clue that Saren's
this
indoctrinated.
Is incredible. An actual Prothean VI,
together
and
already.
I can understand it.
I have been monitoring your communications since you arrived at this facility. I have translated my output into a format you will comprehend. My name is Vigil. You are safe here for the moment, but that is likely to change. Soon, nowhere will be safe.
Are you some
I'm tempted to like do just the shortest path and skip.
I am an advanced
but I just love this part so much. It's just like the Sovereign conversation.
From Kesad Aishan, Chief Overseer of the Ilos Research Facility.
Why did you bring me here?
You must break a cycle that has continued for millions of years. But to stop it, you must understand, or you will make the same mistakes we did. The Citadel is the heart of your civilization and the seat of government, as it was with us, and as it has been with every civilization that came before us. But the Citadel is a trap. The station is actually an enormous mass relay, one that links to dark space, the empty void beyond the galaxy's horizon. When the Citadel relay is activated, the Reapers will pour through, and all you know will be destroyed.
Yep.
How do the Reapers survive out in dark space?
We have only theories. The researchers here came to
I probably
believe
should have
the
just skipped
Reapers
this
enter
because they
prolonged
just don't
states
know.
of inactivity.
You know what I mean? They just don't know.
energy.
The Reapers, and I don't think it's ever really
This allows
explained,
them to
but you know,
survive the
they're not
thousands
really
and thousands of
alive.
years it takes for
They're not
organic civilization
you know what I
to
mean?
rebuild itself.
So they can basically just
This
hibernate.
state, they are vulnerable.
You know, outside in dark
By
space
retreating
beyond the
edges
galaxy's
of the
edge,
galaxy,
and
they ensure no one will accidentally discover them. They keep their existence hidden until the Citadel.
And then they have like agents, or an agent that goes out into the galaxy, you know, secretly every, you know, I forget the time interval, but every now and then to just kind of check the state of the galaxy. Is it good for harvesting yet? You know, and as soon as it is, that's when they send, you know, Sovereign to kind of go to the Citadel and activate the relay to send everybody else in, you know, while working with the Keepers, of course.
How come nobody ever noticed the Citadel was an inactive mass relay?
The Reapers are careful to keep the greatest secrets of the Citadel hidden. That is why they created a species of seemingly benign organic caretakers. The Keepers maintain the station.
I've watched a lot of playthroughs of this game where, like, you know, people play it for the first time blind, and you'd be surprised at just how many kind of just dismiss the Keepers, you know. But there's definitely a few that are like, you know, these Keepers seem kind of sketchy, like no one knows about them, but they've just kind of controlled everything in the Citadel. Like, that's kind of weird.
The Reapers can wipe out the Council and the entire Citadel fleet in a single surprise attack.
That was our fate. Our leaders were dead before we even realized we were under attack. The Reapers seized control of the Citadel, and through it, the mass relays. Communication and transportation across our empire were crippled. Each star system was isolated, cut off from the others. Easy prey for the Reaper fleets. Over the next decades, the Reapers systematically obliterated our people. World by world, system by system, they methodically wiped us out.
Yeah, in Mass Effect 3, the characters like Javik, among others, really suggest that, you know, the harvest isn't instantaneous. You know, it takes even over 100 years just for the Reapers to go to every planet and kill what they need to kill, you know.
The war was lost. If you'd surrendered, they might have.
Oh, that's dumb. I hate saying that dialogue.
No offer of surrender was ever given.
Like, Shepard's smart enough to know that's just not the case.
The extinction of all advanced organic life. Through the Citadel, the Reapers had access to all our records, maps, census data. Information is power, and they knew everything about us.
Yep, it's honestly
Their
genius.
fleets advanced across every
No civilization stands a chance.
Some worlds were utterly destroyed. Others were conquered, their populations enslaved. These indoctrinated servants became sleeper agents under Reaper control. Taken in as refugees by other Protheans, they betrayed them to the machines.
Yep, that's built upon too in Mass
Within a
Effect
few
3.
centuries, the Reapers had killed or enslaved every Prothean in the galaxy.
Yep.
They were relentless.
It's just like any soldiers you
absolutely
lose, right? They either die. Well, then no. Every time you lose a soldier, that soldier gets taken over by the Reapers and becomes, you know, a lifeless husk, you know, and then becomes a soldier for. So every time you lose somebody, they get somebody back. You know what I mean? And it's just, how do you fight that? You know what I mean? Another thing I just thought of, it's like, you know, the Reapers are very precise. They want to make sure they enact their plan every cycle at the right moment, right? It's that sweet spot. Is the civilization developed enough to where they're good to harvest for resources, right? But is it not developed enough to where they can fight back, right? This, you know, Mass Effect 1, that's why I hate it when people don't play this game, because it is so important. This moment here that we're going to experience this episode, where we stop Sovereign, stop Saren, and stop the cycle from continuing, however momentarily, right? It is so important because it allows us the time to develop as a civilization just enough to where we can actually stop the Reapers. You know what I mean? At the end of Mass Effect 3.
I don't understand. Where did the Reapers go after they conquered your people?
Our worlds were stripped bare, harvested by the indoctrinated slaves. Everything of value, all resources, all technology was taken. Certain that all advanced organic life had been extinguished, the Reapers retreated back through
advanced
the
organic
relay
life being
into
the key
dark
there.
space.
They don't kill everything,
Behind
else what
them.
would there be to harvest next time?
All evidence of the Reaper invasion had been wiped away. Only their indoctrinated slaves were left behind, abandoned. Mindless husks, no longer capable of independent thought, the indoctrinated soon starved or died of exposure. The genocide of the Protheans was complete.
What do the Reapers get out of this? Why do they keep repeating this pattern of genocide over and over?
The
No one
Reapers
knows.
are alien, unknowable. Perhaps they need slaves or resources. More likely they are driven by motives and goals organic beings cannot hope to comprehend. In the end, what does it matter? Your survival depends on stopping them, not in understanding them.
He's got a point. I just want to touch on that last comment because it's explored on a little bit in Mass Effect 3, right? I'm a little fuzzy on this, but they do not need resources. You know, they're so above us at this point in time. They're so far above any civilization they're currently wiping out, no matter what cycle they're in. You know, they don't need us for anything. You know, they don't need our resources or energy or whatever. I think Mass Effect 2, the plot kind of centers around the fact that the Reapers are kind of salty they got beat, and they're trying to better themselves and advance themselves by creating a new type of Reaper, right, based around humans instead. Because the Reapers, as they are currently, they're based off of the Leviathan species, which you encounter in the Mass Effect 3 DLC, you know, conveniently titled Leviathan. And you know, after we beat them here, they're like, okay, we're not going to let these organics do that to us again, because the cycle needs to continue. So let's improve ourselves here and then hit them again. You know, but in Mass Effect 2, we of course stopped that plan. And in Mass Effect 3, they're basically just like, screw it, we're going in guns and blazing. It's getting too close. They're getting too strong. We have to stop them here. You know, but we stopped them in Mass Effect 3 as well. Just barely, you know what I mean? But yeah, so they don't really need us for resources. They basically were made because, again, I could be fuzzy on this, but this story leans into the idea that history will always repeat itself. And the Quarians are the first sign this current cycle has seen that organics and synthetics will always create conflict, because organics will always seek to improve through synthetics, and synthetics by nature will always seek to understand through organics, you know what I mean? So that will always lead them into conflict. And the Leviathans realized that and created the Reapers as their solution, you know? I could elaborate more on that, but now's not exactly the time. Just like Vigil said, you know, it doesn't matter if we understand them at this moment. It matters that we have to stop them. So yeah, let's just go ahead and focus on stopping them for now.
You said you brought me here for a reason. Tell me what I need to do.
The conduit is the key. Before the Reapers attacked, we Protheans were on the cusp of unlocking the mysteries behind mass relay technology. Ilos was a top-secret facility. Here, researchers worked to create a small-scale version of a mass relay, one that linked directly to the Citadel, the hub of the relay
That's
network.
the conduit, I believe, what they're talking about.
The conduit is not a weapon.
Yeah.
It is a backdoor onto the Citadel.
So the Reapers have helped Saren find it because it's a way to get Saren back on the Citadel, essentially.
How did you manage to stay hidden?
All official records of our project were destroyed in the initial attack on the Citadel. While the Prothean Empire came crashing down, Ilos was spared. We severed all communication with the outside, and our facility went dark. The personnel retreated underground into these archives. To conserve resources, everyone was put into cryogenic stasis. I was programmed to monitor the facility and wake the staff when the danger had passed. But the genocide of an entire species is a long, slow process.
They just couldn't last long enough.
Decades, centuries. The Reapers persisted, and my enemy...
You should have fought.
We were a few hundred against
That's so dumb to say, but all of those options,
our only hope,
you know,
was to remain
say something similarly dumb. You know what I mean?
began to disable the
and I just don't think that quite fits
personnel.
what Shepard's understanding.
First,
She's an
support staff, then
intelligent person.
One by
you know,
one, their pods were shut
they
down
would have
to
understood that.
conserve
Okay,
energy.
there's just not much you can do at that point. You've already
Eventually,
lost.
only the stasis pods of the top scientists remained.
And it's true, like the efforts
Even
that
these
those
were in danger of
Protheans
failing
put
when the
in,
Reapers finally retreated
you know,
back through the
all those thousands of years ago, has given us a
There
fighting
were
chance
hundreds
now.
of stasis pods out there.
You were programmed to protect them, not kill them.
This outcome was not completely unforeseen.
I bet they didn't tell the non-essential staff about this.
I mean, it's true. Like, what else are you supposed to do? They're letting their emotions get the better of them. They gotta think of this like big picture, guys. Come on,
My
big picture.
actions are the only reason any hope remains. When the researchers woke, they realized the Prothean species was doomed. There were only a dozen individuals left, far too few to sustain a viable
So they got to work.
population.
They got to work.
Yet they
How can we help the
found
next
some way
cycle
to stop
here?
the Reapers from returning. A way to break the cycle forever. And they knew the Keepers were the key.
Aren't they under the influence of the Reapers?
The Keepers are controlled by the Citadel. Before each invasion, a signal is sent through the station compelling the Keepers to activate the Citadel relay. The Keepers are controlled by the Citadel. Before each invasion, a signal is sent through the station compelling the Keepers to activate the Citadel relay. The Keepers are controlled by the Citadel. Before each invasion, a signal is sent through the station compelling the Keepers to activate the Citadel relay. After decades of feverish study, the scientists discovered a way to alter this signal. Using the conduit, they gained access to the Citadel and made the modifications. This time, when Sovereign sent the signal to the Citadel, the Keepers
They gave us a fighting chance.
The Reapers are trapped in dark space.
Unless Saren reactivates the Citadel relay, basically. Because what the Protheans here did, i.e. messing with the Keepers, the Reapers did not foresee. So when they sent the signal, they're like, hello, what the hell's going on? Nothing happens. And then they're like, Sovereign, go check this out. And then Sovereign, you know, is really the mastermind behind the plot of Mass Effect 1. He figured out the Reapers aren't listening to us. So he found an agent. And what an agent he found. The best Spectre at the time. Saren Arterius? And now Saren's been his agent, and he's been pretty much doing exactly what they need to be done, but we're the ones that's gonna have to stop them.
Saren can use the conduit to bypass all the Citadel's external defenses.
Once he succeeds,
Correct.
the Reapers are
And
gonna
once
go pouring
inside,
through,
he can
and that's
transfer
it.
control of the station to Sovereign. Sovereign will override the Citadel systems and manually open the relay, and the cycle of extinction will begin again.
Is there any way we can stop them?
There's a data file in my console. Take a copy when you go. When you reach the Citadel's master control unit, upload it to the station. It will corrupt the Citadel's security protocols and give you temporary control of the station. It might give you a chance against Sovereign.
Wait, where's the Citadel's master control unit? I've never heard of anything like that.
The Citadel
Through the
Tower.
conduit. Follow Saren. He will lead you to your destination.
Okay, I can ask all about this. This is like super not essential. He's already touched on everything we need to know essentially about this. This is just kind of expanding on the knowledge here. Sovereign, this one talks about again how Sovereign has likely been the agent for a long time, the one that goes and checks every now and then. Beacons, it doesn't really touch on that. He just kind of elaborates on what we already know. They were just communication devices, and you know, the one we found was a signal of warning, but we just couldn't understand it. Keepers, we've learned everything we need to know about the Keepers. The other bit he adds is that that the Keepers were likely one of the very first species that the Reapers ever took over. They weren't likely just created from dust by the Reapers. They were likely a sentient species long, long ago, and they were deemed as the perfect species to serve this purpose of being benign keepers of the Citadel and being the signal to come back in and pour through and kill everything. But yeah, so at this point I probably should have just played through all of them, but we got to keep moving here.
Saren's got enough of a head start. Grab that data file and let's go.
Shepard, are you sure? Who knows how much longer Vigil will be here? Even now the projection is weak. This might be our only chance to speak with it, our only link to the knowledge of the Protheans. It is the opportunity of a lifetime.
It is our only chance to speak with Vigil, but it is not going to be our only link to the knowledge of the Protheans.
I'm sorry, Liara. We have to stop Saren. Nothing else matters.
You are right. I am sorry. My personal feelings clouded my judgment. We should go.
The one you call Saren has not reached the conduit. Not yet. There is still hope if you hurry.
And hurry we shall. So again, I just love that scene because everything... It's just that one scene that pieces together everything we've learned about this universe up until this point. You know what I mean? And a very engaging and, you know... he conveyed a lot of information there.
And the Protheans were taken in by the Reapers just as we were. They failed.
We can get there in time. Their plan only fails if we do. And I've come too far to watch Saren win.
That's the spirit, Ashley. But yeah, they were able to convey so much information so effectively because they've laid those pieces of information, those clues throughout the story up until this point, you know, so they didn't just basically have to explain everything. They didn't really explain everything, they just gave us the answers we needed, you know what I mean? So, I think it's really good writing. Again, I feel like this Mass Effect 1 has some of the best writing in the trilogy, if not the best writing. Like, Mass Effect 3 is great, but again, like, the writing near the end can get kind of controversial. You know, in Mass Effect 2, it really doesn't have as much going on story-wise, in my opinion, as Mass Effect 1 or 3. It's so character-focused. In terms of, like, writing interesting characters, Mass Effect 2 is probably the best, you know? But as far as, like, the narrative, it's not, I don't think it can compare it to Mass Effect 3, or especially Mass Effect 1. Almost forgot about these guys here. Come on. Yeah, now that I'm playing this, I really wish the Mako had some sort of progression system, because this is like end game Mako, you know what I mean? And we're just tanking all of their damage, and we haven't done anything to the Mako. Like, we're just as strong now as we were at the very beginning, you know. So I feel like they added some sort of, if they added some sort of progression, you know, maybe like, the more you explore in the Mako, the more resources you find to upgrade the Mako specifically, you know, or something to that effect. But it would have had more, a better experience, a better progression throughout this game. But again, the Mako has always been a secondary gameplay, so I'm not too bothered by it. But I just think that would have made it just so much more engaging, you know, just that much better. I hate when they fall below the water, because I don't think we can hit them. So we're basically fighting our way to the conduit at this point, and the only thing that'll stop us is there's like a little cutscene that plays once we get within sight of the conduit, but then we'll just hop back in here after the cutscene's over. And that'll be the end of Ilos at that point. Oh, I left somebody. I don't really like leaving anybody behind. There we go. Oh, and there it is.
There, the conduit. It's incredible.
We don't have time to admire the view. We have to get through that relay, and these Geth aren't gonna make it easy on us.
Here we see Saren and Sovereign launch the iconic moment in the trilogy, the Battle of the Citadel. It's referenced so many times in Mass Effect 2 and 3 just because it's a huge turning point in this cycle's history. That theme you hear at this moment is it just gives me chills every time. It's used, you know, it's been used a couple times earlier in this game, but never in that full orchestral version until now. And that full version is what you hear in the sequels as well. So anyone who's beat this trilogy will know just how, you know, creepy that theme is, how iconic it is. Alright, we gotta move, guys. I could try fighting these guys, but we are just gonna trust in the Mako's tankiness to carry us all the way through. That's it. That is Ilos beat.
Critical failures detected across all monitored systems.
I love when video games take you back to an early level, but it's different, it's changed. You know, it really gives you that full circle feeling, you know? Just not, like, so many games do that, but just off the top of my head, I think of Ratchet & Clank. Very first Ratchet & Clank, where the last level is the first level, you know? It just really does give that feeling of, you know, we've come so far, but there's still so much work to do. You know what I mean? And I don't think I did in this playthrough, but a lot of times you'll come across this statue, and they'll be like, oh, no one really knows what it is. It's most likely a monument made by the Protheans, you know, to their success or something. But But yeah, just again, another little clue that they lay behind. We're gonna deal with these husks in a minute here. Oops, missed. Okay. Go ahead and talk to Avina.
The Presidium is experiencing severe system malfunctions across the entire level.
And this Avina VI, who we've talked to, or any player will likely have talked to for a long time, we're seeing her all messed up. You know, again, adding to that effect that this is just, it's this, we've been here before, but it's not the same.
Give me a rundown of the damage.
We have lost all primary power.
Yeah, high civilian casualties. We'll run into a lot of NPCs in the sequels that were affected by this specific attack. Alright, don't know where the council is. Again, don't know about where other survivors are, and they can't locate Saren. You know what I mean? Like, Avina says the same thing to all of those.
Come on, we need to stop Saren before
no
it's
time
too
to talk.
Please begin emergency evacuation.
Okay. This last level is really cool, because you get to explore the Citadel in a way that's different than you have before. It would have been also cool if we got to see it, like, fight through maybe, like, the embassies, or Korra's Den again, or something like that. It would have been just as cool, but what they do here is just, it's just really awesome. Kind of nervous about the Saren boss fight, because we've been taking lots of damage from the attacks, and he's pretty strong, so...
The Citadel's closing! They're sealing the station!
It's like foreshadowing.
Don't let the enemy ships inside the arms!
Closing, you know what I mean? It's a Turian, yep. This is just so cool. This part right here. Look at him approaching through the clouds. Oh my god. And he just demolishes the dreadnoughts. Like, this whole docking sequence is so awesome. Like, look at that. That's just insane. So awesome, man. Don't sleep on Mass Effect 1. Don't sleep on it. Like, look at that. Don't look at that. There's the thumbnail so many people use for the last level. Alright, time to move. Sovereign is here, and we gotta stop him. This level's definitely really challenging. Lots of tough enemies, unique combat scenarios.
The elevator. Suit up. We're going outside.
I love the or zero gravity effect that they have here. God, that looks so good in Legendary Edition. Legendary Edition, I love you. I love you so much, man. Looks so good. Colossus armor looking real nice too. And this is it, last level. Lots of good work done, but we still have a task on our hands. I actually really like having assault rifles and snipers on this level, but we don't have that. Well, we do technically, and we have good ones at that, but we're a Vanguard, so we'll have to make do. Make do with what we have. Take cover. If we can get in close... Ooh. As I was saying, if we can get in close, we're gonna look pretty good. So I'll have to make good use of my barriers. Time it right. Alright, good lift. See, Liara just pops him with biotics and Ashley just melts him with her crazy powerful gun. Oh, good lift, Liara. Saved my skin there, I bet, honestly. Alright, good kill, good kill. Get away from her! I got you. This shotgun is incredible. It's so good. Oh, watch out, watch out. Alright, let's go ahead and switch. Wanted to see if there's anything down here, but there is not. Oh, nice. Really good. This pistol is amazing as well. Look at that, guys. Look at that. See, all those hours in the Mako really paying off now. And that's called good game design, honestly. Any game that makes you feel like your grind was worth it is great in my book. And I'm definitely feeling that here. Pop marksman. There we go. Marksman did really good there. Alright, let's go in. Oh, got another one. Ooh, countered his rocket with my own. Yeah, this part's pretty tough here, if I remember correctly. Yeah, we can't beat this until we kill that dropship. And you can honestly just stay here, and the turrets will eventually melt it. Or that one turret will eventually melt it, but the best way to do it is to activate as many turrets as we can. I want to try to tank the damage here, make it to the turrets. So that's all 3 activated. And now we basically just wait for the turrets to melt the dropship, and we kill anything that drops off. Come on, turrets. Almost there. Alright, nice. We got it. Alright, I'm gonna switch weapons, activate barrier, and get in there. Nice. Yeah, my teammates were doing really good there. Really helpful. Ooh, okay. This is tough. Got some Paragon here. I haven't used much biotics here, but Liara's been doing really well. Picking up the slack in that regard. Oh, I missed him. Okay, I want to hit this guy with a warp. Like I said, Liara's been carrying the biotics. Let's go ahead and hit this one with a lift, though. See ya. Ooh, nice. Alright. We're doing really well. God, they are not holding back. That was 2 Krogan. 2, I forget what they were called. Primes or Juggernauts or something? And then a big red one. Destroyers. 3 destroyers, actually. We're almost there. I think this is the last area. Or second to last area. No, this is the last area. This is the last area. And we can fight our way through to the end. But look, they got shielded up turrets, which is not a good sign for us. But there's a little corridor to the left here we are going to take. Let's see if we can tell them to attack this guy. If we can melt this thing, that would be ideal. Yep, nice, okay. That gives us the opening we need. Barrier up. Guys, stick close. Once you get here, it's much easier. You don't need to kill everybody, because this is just basically, it leads to the very end of this area. So instead of fighting your way against the turrets, you just take this corridor here, and you're in business. I'm gonna lift this guy. He's too close for my liking. Didn't stand a chance against me and Liara's biotics. That's a battle master. He's a bit stronger. Got another one, I think. See, we got our pistol deserves its a chance at the spotlight. It's doing really well for us here. You know, I've been singing the shotguns praise for the longest time, but you know, our pistol's still really good. Oh, he's in the geometry. Okay, we were able to shoot his foot to kill him. This is a shotgun time, I think. No? Oh, I thought they would have popped out, but this is it. This is the end here, guys. So I'm gonna do one last check of my equipment here, just to see what we got. Nothing really the best. Yeah, like I said, guys, at the very beginning, we're very ready to beat the game. So let's go ahead and head on down. Yep, all that's left now is the boss fight. Haven't had to use any meta-gel. I'll say we did that really well, guys. Ashley and Liara were definitely showcasing their skills. I honestly forgot that there's enemies here. I thought we just walk up to the final boss fight, but they don't really put anything tough here. It's just kind of fodder. Yeah, they're all just basic death. That's it. Here we go. We talked to Emily Wong here. We talked to Admiral Kahoku over there. We got the Scan the Keepers mission here. Garoth was over there. But looks very different now. Watch out, guys.
I was afraid you would.
So we should be able to convince him to kill himself here. I think we've done everything right, and we have enough charm and Paragon.
The final confrontation. I think we both expected it would end like this. You've lost. You know that, don't you? In a few minutes, Sovereign will have full control of all the Citadel systems. The relay will open. The Reapers will return.
I've still got a few tricks up my sleeve.
You survived our encounter on Vermeer, but I've changed since then. Improved. Sovereign has upgraded me.
That's it.
You let Sovereign implant you? Are you insane?
I suppose I should thank you, Shepard. After Vermeer, I couldn't stop thinking about what you said.
Yeah, we got
about
through to
Sovereign manipulating.
We used the Paragon choice again. I don't remember if that's necessary, but it doesn't hurt.
Sovereign sensed my hesitation.
Planted that seed of doubt.
Planted to strengthen my resolve. Now my doubts are gone. I believe in Sovereign completely. I understand that the Reapers need organics. Join us, and Sovereign will find a place for you too.
Sovereign's controlling you through your implants. Don't you see that?
The relationship is symbiotic. Organic and machine intertwined. A union of flesh and steel. The strengths of both, the weaknesses of neither. I am a vision of the future, Shepard. The evolution of all organic life. This is our destiny. Join
Maybe, but not in the right way.
A true rebirth.
Those of you familiar with the ending will know that one of the options at the end of Mass Effect 3 is to fuse synthetic and organic life in a true, proper way. But this whole, Reapers enforcing their synthetics on, organics, it's just a rudimentary way of doing it, I guess. Like, the power of the Crucible lets you do it in its true way, you know.
Sovereign hasn't won yet.
Need to hit this Paragon to get the good ending here.
Step aside and the invasion will never happen.
We can't stop it. Not forever. You saw the visions. You saw what happened to the...
He's right here. He's right here.
Are too powerful.
You know, he's justified in thinking that. Even if we stop him now, they'll just come back, you know? And any logical person would realize that it's just over. You know, the Reapers are too powerful. But it takes people like Shepard and the Normandy crew and all of our friends who just hold on to that hope and keep fighting no matter what. That's why the galaxy survives in the end.
Some part of you must still realize this is wrong. You can fight this.
Maybe you're right. Maybe there is still a chance for the implants. Sovereign is too strong. I'm sorry. It is too late for me.
Yeah. So we're currently passing all these morality checks because of what we've done
you can still
throughout the
redeem
game.
Yourself.
If we didn't have enough morality, we wouldn't be able to do this.
Thank you.
That's it for Saren. Or is it? 24 Paragon. Not like we need it. But here we make the last big morality decision of the game, which is saving the Council or saving the Alliance.
Maybe the fleet can take Sovereign down before he regains control of the station.
See if you can open a communications channel.
The Destiny Ascension. Main drives offline. Kinetic barriers down 40%. The Council is on board. I repeat, the Council is on board.
Normandy to the Citadel. Normandy to the Citadel. Please tell me that's you, Commander.
I'm here, Joker.
We caught that distress call, Commander. I'm sitting here in the Andurra sector with the entire Arcturus fleet. We can save the Ascension. Just unlock the relays around the Citadel and we'll send the cavalry in.
You can't sacrifice human lives to save the Council. What have they ever done for us?
I mean, they haven't done anything, but that doesn't matter.
Humanity. Sovereign is a threat to every organic species in the galaxy.
Exactly. We can't throw away reinforcements trying to save the Council.
I mean, Ashley does have a point with that comment. You know, we need our power, as much power as we can, right? So why sacrifice our military power to save the Council? You know, but ideally we would make it out of this with better relations with the species, so that we can unite once the Reapers come back. You know, so that's why the Paragon, I think, is to save the Council, which is what we're gonna do.
Opening the relays now, Joker. We need to save the Ascension, no matter what the cost.
I hope you know what you're doing, Commander.
Yep. There's a really cool cutscene here.
Save the Destiny Ascension.
Oh, I love the SR1.
We're picking up reinforcements.
Love the SR1.
It's the Alliance. Thank the goddess.
Because this is what it's about. This is what this game is about. Sacrificing yourself, you know, to save others. To stick together, you know what I mean? That runs throughout the entire trilogy, especially in Mass Effect 3. Putting old, you know, quarrels aside, you know, coming together, you know, to fight a common enemy, which is the Reapers. And it starts with this moment here. Choosing to sacrifice human lives, our species' lives, to save the Council, you know, the symbol of unity in the galaxy. So, again, I say it time and time again, but do not skip Mass Effect 1. Don't skip this game. So many themes and moments are laid
Make sure he's dead.
here in this game that are carried throughout the trilogy. You just can't skip Mass Effect 1. No matter how, and there's no excuse to either, especially after the Legendary Edition, refining a lot of the gameplay. You know, there's no excuse to skip Mass Effect 1 now. They've changed the lighting here to make it a bit brighter. Interesting choice. I don't care either way. Alright, final boss fight time. This can either go really well or really poorly. Let's hope for the former. But he's got very powerful attacks. He's hard to hit. He can overheat our weapons just like that. So we'll have to do what we can. Use our defenses and just keep moving. Kind of like a precursor too of the types of enemies we're fighting in Mass Effect 3. These altered versions of existing species.
I am sovereign, and this nation is mine.
Good lift. Look, he's so strong. He's not taking any damage at all. I'm gonna try to stick with our pistol here as long as I can until it overheats. We're doing good, we're doing good. Okay, here he's going crazy, he's going crazy. Oh, I don't remember Death showing up. Am I just forgetting? I don't remember him bringing henchmen in. Okay, now I'm gonna switch. Because these guys don't stand a chance against the shotgun. Oh my god. Nice, okay. Hit him with a Carnage. That's part one of the fight, I think. Oh, I'm sorry, but your death looks so good. In HD.
Sovereign's too strong! We have to pull back!
Careful, Joker.
This is our only chance. Take that monster down no matter what the cost.
Good lift. Lay on the damage. Liara's not holding back. Maybe I should hit him with a lift. Oh, he blocked it, I guess. Oh, he's stuck. He's stuck. Lay on the damage. He's stuck in the map. Okay, let's I'm gonna res Ashley here. We need everybody up. Let's barrier up. This is the final push. I don't need these guys doing any damage to me here. Oh, I missed with that. That's okay. Come on. Come on! Get him! Got him. Nice. And that's it, guys. We beat it. We beat Mass Effect 1. Feels so good. Now let's just enjoy this incredible cutscene in its remastered version.
Our chance.
Hit it with everything we got.
This is like a try not to get chills challenge, impossible difficulty. It's just I get chills every time. Every time.
Hard on my flank! We're going in!
We just showed the Reapers. This cycle is different. You know, this cycle they need to take more seriously than they've taken any cycle before us. You know, and that's saying something because who knows how long this cycle of extinction is going on. But this one right here, you know, led by Commander Shepard and the Normandy crew, it's different. They're gonna have to step their game up, which is what they try to do in Mass Effect 2. And this final cutscene here, I just always think of that goofy smile, that damn smile that Shepard puts on when he or she comes out of the rubble.
Captain Anderson, we found them. They're in here.
Take it easy.
Anderson, buddy. Thank you for punching Udina.
Where's the commander?
Wait till you see the. No, 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 no.
Oh, where are we? Oh no! We're not in the cutscene. I was gonna say, when the music drops, you usually can see your Shepard. That is weird. Oh my god. I can't get over how goofy that is, Mass Effect 1. You just have a unique brand of charm that is it's just unmatched. Like, of all the cutscenes to mess up, the triumphant one at the end.
Commander Shepard.
Man. And this is the legendary, this is the remake or remaster.
The enormous contributions
Come on. Oh, we move on. We move on. We've played the game before. If you're watching this, you've likely played the game before yourself. You know what it's supposed to look like. I would have loved to have that moment with our current Shepard, though. I was planning on making that my thumbnail, honestly. But I'm gonna have to like look for a different thumbnail for this final episode now.
The council also owes you a great
oh no, we'll have a good one at the end of this, right before the end credits, where it shows our Shepard. Hopefully, shows our Shepard in front of the planet.
Your heroic and selfless actions serve as a symbol of everything humanity and the alliance.
I just talked over them, but they're basically talking about how we did the right thing, saving them.
Soldiers who gave their lives to save ours. We can honor their memories through our actions.
Humanity has shown it is ready to stand as a defender and protector of the galaxy. You have proved you are worthy to join our ranks and serve beside us on the Citadel Council.
Counselor, on behalf of humanity...
And Udina immediately hops in as soon as he realizes that there's going to be a human counselor.
Humbly accept. We will need a list of potential candidates to fill humanity's seat on the Council.
Given all that has happened, I am sure your recommendation will carry a great deal of weight, Commander. Do you support any particular candidate?
We need someone with the courage to stand up for what he believes in. Someone like Captain Anderson.
Him? You must be joking. Anderson prefers to let his fists do the talking.
Get used to it, Udina. I'm gonna shoot you in Mass Effect 3.
Are you sure about this, Commander? The captain's a soldier, not a politician.
We've already got too many politicians on the Citadel. The captain would be perfect for this job.
I think it's an inspired choice. The Council would welcome him with open arms, should he accept.
I'm honored, Counselor. As humanity's representative, I'll do everything in my power to help the Council rebuild.
Sovereign's defeat marks the beginning of a new era for both humanity and the Council.
Not over yet, that's right.
Sovereign was only a Vanguard. The Reaper fleet is still coming. Hundreds of ships, maybe thousands. And I'm gonna find some way to stop them.
Shepard's right. Humanity is ready to do its part. United with the rest of the Council, we have the strength to overcome any challenge. When the Reapers come, we must stand side by side. We must fight against them as one. And together, we will drive them back into dark space.
That's right. That's right. It takes a while to get to that point, but we will get there. We will get there, guys. And that's it. Mass Effect 1 is done, and there's my thumbnail. We did it, guys. Alright. I keep saying it, guys, but we did it. It just, no matter how many times I beat Mass Effect 1, it feels just as good every time I beat it. And this iconic, really. I say everything is iconic in this game, but this game is iconic, okay? That's just how it is. But everyone loves this end credits song. I usually skip through just because the end credits are pretty long with this game. But I'll go ahead and skip them. And that's it. You don't get any ending message or anything like that. It's just like the original trilogy, or original version of the trilogy. Like at the end of Mass Effect 2 and 3, you get like, you know, a definitive this is the end, blah blah blah. But you just get sent back to the main menu. So that's it. Yeah, guys, it was really good. Overall, my thoughts, because again, you know, we have beat this game before, but there was a sense of blindness to it in the sense that I've never played the Legendary Edition of Mass Effect 1. So my overall thoughts was like, I just really enjoyed it. No, not a single change was made, in my opinion, that took away from the original experience. Everything they've changed about this game has enhanced that original experience. Obviously, down to the gameplay are the big changes. Like, the graphics are nice, but I've never really been a big sucker for good graphics, you know? The graphics have always been a secondary thing I look for in games. Like, it's never been a selling point. Like, 'cause how many games have been shown to have amazing graphics? You know what I mean? In all the trailers and all the gameplay demos, just amazing graphics, this and that, but they end up just being a mediocre game. You know, I'm not gonna put any of those games on smoke right now, but I could drop a few, you know, but for me, graphics have never really been a big selling point. And yes, it was a big selling point for the Legendary Edition, but I could have cared less about the graphical updates. For me, it was all about how are you gonna make the experience different, gameplay-wise, and they definitely made it better in Mass Effect 1. The combat was much more smooth. I bet if I was playing on PC, it would feel even better, just because, you know, I feel like the controls are a little bit better on PC with mouse and keyboard. But even the HUD was a much more smooth, much more clearer, much more aesthetically pleasing, and you know, it was just great, guys. Mass Effect 2, I don't expect the gameplay to be affected that much, and also with Mass Effect 3, so I will be taking in more of the graphics. I'll be judging the graphics a bit more in Mass Effect 2 than I did with Mass Effect 1, but either way, I'm sure the Legendary, and just the fact that it has the entire trilogy's experience in one complete package. Like, any of you guys who played this trilogy pre-Legendary Edition will know there was just so many DLC you had to pay for and download and make sure it installed correctly to get the full experience of this trilogy. But I just love the fact that you know, this Legendary Edition has combined everything, you know, for newcomers and veterans alike, you know, to experience Mass Effect in its greatest ever form. So again, overall, I really enjoyed my experience with the Mass Effect 1 Legendary Edition, and I cannot wait to start Mass Effect 2 Legendary Edition. So I hope you guys have really enjoyed this playthrough. I've had a lot of fun playing through this game again and just making these videos for you guys. Thank you all for tuning into every episode, and I hope to see you all in Mass Effect 2. Peace.